Come along, play an RPG with you and me. Wayward Compasses! Yay! So we start aboard a ship that's headed through the ocean. It's skimming right across the seas along the edge of the Sword Coast, and it's going to land at a port that's a little bit north of here. Now, as you can see, we have our adventurers that are on the ship here together, but I don't believe any of you have established relations with each other yet, do you?
No, I don't think so.
We have not?
Nope.
Okay. So it's a nice, bright, sunny day. And have any of you taken an interest in reaching out to anyone, or are you all kind of keeping to yourselves? Because I know that we have a few people that are a bit of a loner. I know we have a couple people that are a little bit more social, but as it's kind of, like a quiet journey on a ship, what is anyone's desire at the immediate moment?
I've been keeping to myself, just kind of sitting next to these barrels with my nose deep into a book. I'm Talon.
Hops is very social, so he's gonna talk to Talon. Just doesn't mind that you're looking into a book, just get in front of you.
Talon just briefly glances up at him before resuming reading.
So what kind of book are you reading?
He flips the book over in his hand and flips over to the cover. Probably nothing you would find interesting. It's Hale's treatise on dragonkind. Have you heard of it?
Not so much, but I am interested in dragons. What's it all about?
Basically, it goes over the basics on anything from hints of dragonkind culture to their diets and a little bit of their history. It's a pretty good read if you want to know more about them.
I'll probably pick that book up another time.
Can we have both of you roll a perception check?
19. Look at me.
There you go.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. Well, with that, we have Talon nose deep in their information, really absorbing what they can learn and all the words on the page. But they're oblivious to the fact that there's a Dragonborn standing right behind them on the ship. Now, Hops, being the socialite that they are, immediately recognizes oh, hey, there's a red dragon person standing right over there.
On the topic of dragon people, might as well talk to the one that's actually on the ship.
Actually, I think I'm alright. I'd rather just keep reading.
Well, then I'll go talk to them.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Alrighty. Farewell.
Farewell.
Alright, and then we have Hops just take a little hop over to a Dragonborn.
So what's so special about you, Dragonborn? You okay there, Dragonborn?
No, I don't know where I am.
Well, you're on a boat.
Well, yes, I know I am on a boat, but I'm trying to find my way, and it seems like I am lost.
But wait, you got onto the boat, but you're lost on the boat?
Can I smack Hops on the head?
You can roll an attack.
Hey.
Slap him on his bald head.
Damn.
You got a 13 to hit. Hops, what's your AC?
Oh, 14.
So the attack misses. Ask the Dragonborn so casually, what's so special about you? And they go to backhand you, but you duck just in time. Probably likely because you are well used to this sort of circumstance in your travels.
Well, I can't lie, that was a good strike, but I am too small for you to hit me.
Well, I was kind of baffled that you asked what's so special about me when it's the first interaction you've had with me.
Okay, that is totally fair. I did come off a little rude. I just know... Here's the thing. I've only seen 2 Dragonborns in my life. I'm usually around halflings and some gnomes, but we don't talk about the gnomes here. I don't know anything about Dragonborn, so can you enlighten me?
Well, actually, I am trying to find other Dragonborns. That's the whole reason I'm on here, but that is why I'm lost. I don't know where to go. I hope that I can figure out a way to find them.
How long have you been looking?
With how day cycles are, maybe around 5 years.
Lordy, that is a long time. Have you not been given good direction, or what's been happening?
Unfortunately, I have gotten my directions mixed up. When someone says left, I go right. And the time that it takes for me to figure out, it's been half a day.
You really need a compass, or like somebody to tell you the way.
Thanks. I've been told that many times.
Hops is gonna shuffle off while taking a swig of whiskey.
Zethira glares at Hops as he shuffles away.
You're going to see there's going to be one character, this Rin Silverblade. They kind of see the awkwardness, and they're just going to go and disappear below deck. Now, so far, your journey has been uneventful, but there's an island now visible off the bow, and it looks curious. A little bit crowded with a lot of forest and overgrowth and brush, but you do get to see that there's a few structures from your vantage point. Most notably, it looks like there might be a monastery right there along a little cove. But below you, seaweed shimmers in countless brilliant colors, and then rays of sunlight defy the overcast sky and illuminate the lush grass and dark basalt rock of the island. Avoiding the rocks jutting out from the ocean, you make your way around the harbor towards the north side. You see a large open-air temple come into view, perched on the edge of a cliff high above. The ship drops anchor at the mouth of the harbor, and two sailors approach to you. Hi ho! How are we all faring this evening?
Well, personally, Hops is doing quite well because loving the sea breeze, loving the views, honestly. And, yeah, he's just happy to be going somewhere, like, to learn more.
Talon put his book down so he can get a better view of the island from the front of the ship.
Buffy is currently looking at the ocean waters, as she has never been on a boat before.
Zethira studies the scenery before them and replaying the interaction she had with a short thing.
Anyone who's looking at the ocean, can you roll a perception check?
It's horrifying, thank you.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Do I roll
15.
as well?
If you're looking at the ocean,
I just click on the perception, right?
Yes, if you see the list of skills, you'll see perception and then a little rectangle with like a +3. You click that +3 box and it should roll.
Oh, God.
Not.
I am blind.
So it feels like everyone's just like, ooh, this is pretty. There is going to be, for Hops, I believe you rolled a 15. You notice there's a large shadow that just swam beneath the boat.
I don't think we're alone in these waters.
upon hearing that, Talon's ears perks up. Can I roll an investigation check?
Yes, I would say the investigation's perfect right now.
12. Oh, 17.
Okay. First thing you want to know is, like, how big was the shadow?
I couldn't help but overhear you. You said there was a shadow. How big was it?
Honestly, it was probably like maybe half the size of our ship.
You all hear a large snapping sound right off the side of the ship. It's closer towards where Talon is. It's kind of by the front of the boat.
Talon readies his bow and hangs his head off the edge of the ship to try to get a better view.
Yes. You see the rowboat that was there, that the two sailors were lowering down, just got snapped in half, and you saw a large red tentacle kind of going beneath the wave.
Talon looks back to everyone else. Hey guys, there's some sort of large sea creature underneath here. It snapped off one of the side rowboats, and I'm not sure if it can do more damage to the ship.
Oh no.
Hops would like to start holding the short sword. His short sword.
Okay, perfect. You can do that as like a item manner action. You just take out your short sword. How's everyone feeling? You guys are nervous? You see the captain kind of run towards the bow of the ship and start screaming. They're like, "Aye!"
Talon goes over to the captain. Sir, is there any way to steer the course's trajectory? I believe there's a monster on the edge of the ship.
A monster? It'd be a kraken! Every man for himself! We'll pull up the anchor! And then you see the captain kind of running back over towards the anchor and trying to raise it up real quick. What does everyone do right now?
Buffi is going to go up to the captain and help pull up the anchor.
Hops runs over too and tries to help pull the rope.
Talon decides to steady the wheel. Captain's wheel.
And then Zethira?
I think Zethira goes help Hops and Buffi. Maybe pulls out a longsword. Is that possible?
Okay. So anyone with a weapon in one hand, you can add like some support. Like you can basically provide aid. But if someone's going to help the captain pull the anchor up, that person has to have both hands free.
I'm the only one with both hands free.
All right, so Buffi, you roll a strength check. You can do athletics if athletics is higher. You have advantage since Hops and Zethira are aiding you.
Athletics. And you said that's with advantage?
Yep, cool. So that's high. You and the captain begin to pull the anchor up. You feel that the ship is loose from the rocks, but the anchor is still in the water a bit. And from here, I'm going to ask everyone to roll initiative. Okay, cool. So we're going to start at the top of the round. Everyone who's on that side by where the anchor is sees a giant tentacle come like swirling out of the water, and it's going to slap down on the deck against everybody. It's trying to grapple, so it's basically going to curl around everyone, and it rolled an 18. So against that, you can roll either a acrobatics check or an athletics.
Can I roll for acrobatics? Not too good.
Roll for acrobatics. Anywho.
I'll
Is
roll
it
for
possible-
athletics.
Is it possible that I could try to shoot the Kraken's arm? The tentacle?
Yes, on your turn.
Cool.
Okay, so it looks like Buffi was able to jump out of the way. Looks like Zethira was able to jump out of the way. The captain did not jump out of the way. So with that, the captain and Hops are going to get yoinked out into the water. And you see the tentacle disappear. And then they are away off into the water now.
Like still grappled or
Yes.
just in the water?
Still grappled underneath the wave. Now it's going to come up to the Zethira's turn. Zethira, what do you do?
The anchor is tied to chain or rope?
It's on a chain. It's a like chain you can
Oh,
grab
okay.
with your hands. It's not like insanely heavy, but that's why you want to use the wheel winch to really make it pull up faster. You see that if you get some really good like rotations on it, you can probably pull it up and lock it in to the deck within about 4 rotations of the wheel.
Are there any ropes close by? I think I see.
Yeah, so there's a rope to your right. Right now, Hops and the captain are under the water. You're not able to see them.
Okay. I could try diving into the water.
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would cost you 10 movement to get across and then jump into the water there. And then once you're in the water, you can use the rest of your movement to try to swim towards either the captain or Hops. But they're kind of grappled together in this tentacle, so you can see them probably together once you jump in the water, but you're not quite sure right now.
You can also try to get the anchor up from underwater too.
I guess maybe do the anchor instead.
Go ahead, if you want to do the anchor, roll an athletics check. Super
Okay.
solid. Nice. So with the nat 20, you get it up real fast. Like, you're worried. Things are going crazy. You start ranking, like just like cranking on the wheel. And you see that you pull it up, and when you look over the side, it's only probably about like 10 feet down. So it's not going to stop the boat. But if you wanted to make sure that you could sail further and to not cause any interruptions, you could keep cranking it on your next turn, or you can try to just put the lock in there now and hope that's good enough for finishing the rest of this.
Maybe I'll try pulling it up again.
All right, cool. So we can do that on your next turn. This took your action to do that rotation of the lever. Next, I think we go to Buffy. Buffy, what would you like to do? Do you want to try to help finish pulling the rope up? Do you want to jump in after the little hobbit guy and the captain and fight the tentacle? What is your choice right now?
Can I see them at all, or are they just completely underwater?
No, you're guessing that they're about like 15 or 20 feet under the water. The tentacle pulled them down like real fast with the yank.
Horses can't swim. I'm gonna help pull up the anchor.
Okay, cool.
Athletics?
Okay.
Oh, weak horse.
You move it a little bit, but you're like a little bit frantic. You pull it a few tugs, but it doesn't really move too much. But you helped a little. You moved it like a couple notches, but there's probably about a total of like 8 notches left to move it now. From there, we go to Talon. Talon, what do you choose to do right now? You see this going on. You feel the ship moving. You're at the captain's wheel.
I'm going to try to steer the boat away from the Kraken.
Okay. So let's see here. Let's take a look at your character sheet and what proficiencies you have. I'd say roll a wisdom check, a survival check, to see which way to steer, or if you know how to use a boat at all, because you're not quite trained on how to steer a massive ship like this.
No, so would it be wisdom or survival?
Survival if you can.
I roll a 9.
Okay, so with that, you like slam the wheel to the left, and what that ends up doing is you actually kind of like lean the ship pretty hard, and it doesn't quite like capsize or touch water, but you have it at kind of like a 45-degree angle, and it made a really sharp like right divot. Everyone on the ship, so Buffi, Zethira, Talon, roll an acrobatics to make sure you don't like slip from the sudden lurch. You all pass. Good. Good job. So, Talon, you can still move. Is there anything you want to do from there, or what's your thought process?
I'm going to move closer to the anchor shenanigans and go up to Zethira. You look much stronger than me. Do you know how to sail a ship?
Luckily for you, I am a marine, so I can go do that. And I walk over to the wheel.
Yeah, Zethira is actually proficient with water vehicles, trained on how to use the naval warfare type of ships and everything like that. So then it comes down to Hops. Hops, you're underwater, grappled by his tentacle. You're scrunched in between it with the captain right here. What do you choose to do? Do you want to try to get yourself free? Do you want to attack the tentacle? Is there any abilities you can use?
Hops is going to try to push himself out of the tentacle, try to get out of the grapple, and just go from there. Acrobatics. Okay, 19. Not too bad.
Yo, nice. Now let me make sure. Ooh, okay, so its grip is tight. You are just barely not able to pull free. So it was your action to try to break free of the grapple. You have a movement, you have a bonus action, but your movement's essentially 0 since you are restrained.
Can I do a bonus action where, actually, good question. Do I still have my short sword in my hand?
So you were wielding your short sword. That was the first weapon you pulled out when all this started happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got grappled. It kind of grabbed you while you were holding onto it. I'd say, yeah, you have it in your hand, but it's pressing up against you. You could probably wriggle your short sword free.
And then kind of try stabbing from under.
Let me check. Since you are a rogue, you might have an option to break free of this. Let me see here. Okay, no, it's something that you get at 2nd level, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you can try to use your bonus action for your offhand attack if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to wiggle it out and try to go for an attack from the underside of the tentacle.
Yeah, you roll your short sword attack, but you don't add the +3, so it's just your d6 if you do hit. You have to roll click the +5 to see if you hit the creature, because you still have to try to attack it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Yep, you stab it a bit, you cut it. You can feel the Kraken got a little upset. Loosen the grip a little bit with it, feeling that poke, but it's still pretty tight. You're still grappled. It's going to go to the captain. The captain's going to try to do a shocking grasp. So the captain hits. You see that an electrical pulse presses into the tentacle, and you see that the grip is a lot looser. So you can tell that you're still held by it, but if you try to get out of it, it'll probably be a bit easier next time. Now goes up to the Kraken's turn, and the Kraken is going to come back up around and move. So you are going to feel yourself being pulled along real fast in the water underneath, and you're actually going to be kind of pulled over to this side, and then the party is going to see that the Kraken emerges and begins to wrap around the side of the ship that is a bit more leaning towards the water. So the Kraken's going to be trying to turn it over and start chomping down on the ship.
I love your drawing.
I know, the smiley face is amazing.
It's so cute.
I
get a
kind
little
of feel
heart,
bad
too.
about the fact that we are probably going to have to kill this thing.
Can we get a little heart, though, for the Kraken?
Hearts in chat for the Kraken?
No, on the page, a little drawing.
I know, but don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe.
If you love Krakens,
Hit that bell if you love Krakens.
get Crack-a-lackin'!
Comment, subscribe. Krakens all day. Krakens all day.
We love Kraken here. 10 on Kraken.
Okay, cool. So you see this big, it looks surprisingly cute for being a very deadly monster that's trying to eat you. You're like, aww. And it's actually going to try to snap the mast of the ship here. It does not. What it ends up doing is it actually pulls itself further up onto the ship, and you feel the ship like starting to lean a little bit more into the water. What is your constitution mod, Hops? What's your constitution bonus? +2?
Yeah, +2.
Okay, cool. So you're able to hold your breath for a bit longer. You're not worried about like drowning just yet. It's only been like pretty much like 6 seconds with all of this. So then it goes up to Zethira, it's your turn.
Can I sheath my longsword and run to the wheel?
Yes.
Can I try and steer the wheel away from the Kraken?
Roll a survival check, and you have advantage, I would say, since you're trying to control the water vehicle.
How do I add advantage? Or do
So
I
you just roll twice and take the higher one.
So I do survival. And then I do another one.
Zethira's lucky today!
I guess I go with the 20.
A little too overpowered.
Yeah, nice. That helps a lot. So, Zethira, you just flip the wheel towards the right. The boat does a large lurch into the opposite direction. You see the sail just swing wide and flip the direction that the whole vessel is leaning. And when it kind of comes crashing down, the Kraken gets a little like dazed because it just got kind of like yoinked up in the air and smacked down against the ocean. I'd say with that, Hops, roll and acrobatics to see if you're able to break free.
I got you. All right, 22.
Okay, this is for the captain. Captain solid. And then this is for the Kraken to see if it's still holding on to you guys. You got a 22?
Yes.
Okay, you beat it. Meets it, beats it.
Okay.
So you're free, the captain's free. It's going to go down to the next person in combat, and I believe that's Buffi.
Is this Kraken considered to be an animal?
Let me double check, because it might be like an aberration. It is a Titan.
Okay, so speak with animals probably won't work with it.
Let's see, I think you have nature, right?
I do have nature.
So I would say roll a nature check.
I have animal handling, not nature.
Throw in animal handling, because that's the knowledge about animals. I'll give that a pass. You can throw in animal handling real quick.
Alrighty.
So you know this isn't like a normal animal. This is something that's closer to like being from like the early ages of time. So this is more along the lines of a mythical being. Speak with animals wouldn't work.
Alrighty. Is that my whole turn, or?
No, so that was just a check. So you have your action, you have a bonus action, you have your movement.
And are the captain and Hop still in the water, or did they make it onto the boat?
They're in the water, they're free. Your character's probably not aware of that right now, but on their turn they can make a movement to come aboard.
I am going to cast Sanctuary on Zethira.
Okay, sweet. And so Sanctuary, a creature within range, you give them a ward. Any creature that targets the warded creature with an attack or damage must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or either choose a new target or lose the attacker's spell. The spell doesn't protect a ward creature from an AoE, and the spell ends if the warded creature makes an attack roll, casts a spell, or deals damage, right? That's pretty nice, especially if Zethira is just going to be trying to captain the boat and doesn't attack, then they will keep that ward for quite some time. Nice. From there, I believe it's Talon's turn.
From this height, if I were to try to hit the Kraken in the eyes, would it be better to use a short bow or a long bow with the range? I'm just not sure how big the Kraken is.
Either or would be okay, because you're in a pretty open environment. With that, what is your goal? Do you want to hit the Kraken in general? Do you want to target one of its eyes? Do you want to target one of its tentacles?
I want to target one of its eyes to cut off some of its vision.
Okay, cool. So you can do that.
Or even better yet, can I actually target one of the tentacles that's surrounding the mass?
You can do that.
I think I want to go with the longbow because it seems to have more of an impact.
Yes. So you draw your longbow, you knock an arrow, and especially if you wanted to try to do a lot of damage, would you want to use your power attack feature for that hit attempt?
Just remind me, what's the power attack feature again?
So you take a -5 on the attack roll. If it succeeds, you get an extra 10 damage.
Yes. Damn it.
Okay, cool. So with the -5, there'll be a 5. So the arrow flies high and misses it. Then it goes to Hops. Hops, you're in the water. The captain's right next to you. You guys are free now. What do you want to do?
Pops is gonna try to yell for help, like just as loud as he can, just for like any assistance to get up on the boat.
Okay, so you swim to the surface. I'd say you guys were only like 5 or 10 feet underwater, so you still have most of your movement. Would you want to try to climb up the boat? That would just take an athletics check, or do you want to say, hey, someone throw a rope down?
So maybe I'll do the athletics check instead. I'm just gonna try climbing.
You could do both, because like shouting, speaking is free.
Crying is a free action.
Crying is a free action, that's true.
Crying's a free action.
Athletics. Ooh. That's a 1 for me.
You try to get like a hold on the boat. It's slippery. It's rocking up and down. You didn't find a good grasp. Do you shout anything? Because every round you have 6 seconds of speaking canonically, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna try screaming that we're over here. Somebody help me, please. Just screaming it out.
Help! There we go.
Stay in the water.
That's the content we're looking for.
There you go. There you go.
That's peak acting.
Then it's the captain's turn. They swim up. They see you kind of struggling. They're going to roll an athletics. Nope, they are struggling just as much as you. You hear them shout, "Oi! Someone throw down a rope!" And as luck would have it, you're going to see a hatch open kind of right above you guys, and you're going to see a rope come down. This is the Kraken's turn. The Kraken's kind of upset. It's going to crawl further onto the boat here. And then it's actually going to try to break the mast again. Awesome. It gets...
That's not awesome.
What? It's drama.
I beg to differ.
You're not the one suffering.
Okay, it does a snap. You hear a massive crack, and the mast is not snapped off, but it is severely bent. So the sail's no longer functioning, but it's not like it's like snapped in half completely. It's possible to repair, but it is definitely not seaworthy at this time. From there, it's going to use one of its legendary abilities, and it's going to attack again, and this time it's going to wrap its tentacle around the rudder and try to snap the rudder. All right, so it snaps the rudder. And so now the ship is pretty much like dead at sea. And you're at kind of like the mercy of just like the winds and the currents. And it goes up, and it now is Zethira.
Do we know the Kraken's like weaknesses?
You
Or
could
anything?
roll a survival or a nature.
I'll do a survival. 5.
No, you think water monster, shock it with something? Shoot it in the eyes. You're just like, it's big old scary monster.
I don't really have a lot of ranged weapons.
I would say you could do a perception check or investigation check to see if there's anything on the boat that could help you.
Okay, I'll do an investigation check. Oh, another 5.
You're not seeing anything specific. You don't know what cargo the boat has. You're hoping you could find something that could be useful, but you just see a bunch of crates and barrels right now.
Could I possibly go close to the tentacle, to the Kraken?
You can.
And maybe I could use my breath weapon?
It's pretty solid. All right. So you point it at the Kraken. Now, what's the thing? Does the Kraken have to make a save against it?
Yeah, each creature must make a EC 13 dexterity saving. Yeah, a save.
It fails. So you get to do all of your breath weapon damage to it.
So I do the 1d10?
Yes.
Okay. 6.
Awesome. You shoot it. It feels scorched. It kind of lets out a big, like, guttural, like, you hear just kind of a, cry, like a big, throaty, archaic sort of pain. And then it, like, its eye, like, looks right at you. And it, like, is, like, angry.
Oh, I heard the cute thing. Shoot.
It's not cute.
It has a smile.
It has a
adorable, right?
Trying to
heart.
kill us.
Yeah, and so are
It
sharks.
can kill us cutely.
Kills you cutely.
You won't say that when you're dead.
I'll say aw in the grave.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Murders cutely.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kill him
Yeah,
with
I am. Remind me to never visit your funeral.
Damn.
Damn. I was gonna have Barney.
I posted a photo of the lore accurate Kraken in session notes.
Is that still cute?
Oh, I wanna brush its goatee.
It's it's
That's a good
beautiful
goatee.
goatee. Beautiful beard win.
Uh-huh. Surrounded by a bunch of weirdos.
I love Subnautica.
I'm sorry, Ray, but they're both cute, so.
No.
Can we name it Guinevere?
Guinevere, the Kraken. Party's already trying to adopt every animal. We're off to a good start.
I mean, I'm
Talon
okay
wants
with
to
it.
Murder the arrow.
I don't think you could really take this along as like the cute little Boblin the Goblin type of companion, but you can certainly try.
Pretty cute.
We're not adopting a goblin.
This isn't a goblin. This is a goatee on a kraken.
All right, so after Zethira, it goes up to Buffi.
I'm going to cast Starry Wisp at the tentacle currently clasping our mass.
Okay, roll to attack.
And is that the +5 or the 1d8?
So it should be the +5. Perfect, it hits.
I cannot.
Now roll that 1d8.
Yay.
All right, you did 1 damage, solid. I believe Starry Wisp makes it light up, so kind of a glowy effect too. So now you have a kind of highlighted Kraken. It looks magical. This is like a magic anime girl Kraken right now.
Love the magic anime girl kraken. Yep.
And now Talon, your turn.
Hold up. Contributing to the map. You get some magic anime girl sparkles.
Some good sparkles.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Alright, I am going to try to shoot it in the eye. I'm gonna try to. Talon is going to get a little closer and try to shoot it in the eyeball.
Roll your 2 hit. Do you want to use the power attack feature again or no?
No.
Okay, roll your 2 hit. All right, you shoot it
hit.
in the eye. Do your damage. Okay, it reels back mostly because it has a arrow sticking right out of its like pupil right now. It's pretty tough. It's really upset. I'm going to draw that little arrow sticking out of its eye. Did you shoot the left eye or the right eye?
I shot the left eye. I shot that eye closer to the mask, so it's harder for it to see out of it.
All right, sweet. So it's there. It's screaming in pain. It's angry.
You're so mean.
You made it cry.
Good.
You're not invited to a birthday party.
Why do you not like this kraken? It was so cute. The goatee was cute. Now there's a crying eyeball.
You're not invited
Trying
to a
to-
birthday party anymore.
It's trying to kill all of us. What's wrong with you guys?
You know, the next time I have a DJ at my birthday, you're not coming.
I was never invited to one of your birthdays. I don't know you.
You're not invited to the spaghetti bar.
I didn't want to be.
Okay. Now Hops, your turn.
Hops pulls himself up with the rope. There's a window with a rope, right?
Yes, so you have to do a climb check. So do an athletics or an acrobatics, whatever's higher.
Acrobatics. I'll take that.
Sweet. You sprint up the rope, you jump in, and you see that when you get in, there was that odd looking kind of like angsty human kid who was in there, and he's like, what's up?
There's a human kid now? What was the context?
Earlier, you saw this character, Rin Silverblade. They were kind of over here by the barrel, and they went below deck before all of this
Yes.
began. They're like, hey, you okay?
Yeah, thank you for the save. I apparently have really good lungs here, but yeah, I'm lucky to be alive. Thank you.
You're welcome. What's going on out there?
Well, a kraken just pulled myself and the captain down. I think the captain's still down there.
His eyes go wide, and he just like stops talking. He's like, Kraken?
Yeah, there's a kraken, big tentacle monster, like a little kind of thing. I don't know how else to explain it. It's very, very long and tentacly.
Okay. Now the captain's going to try to climb up the rope. All right, the captain is climbing up the rope. It doesn't quite get over, but you see them right at the edge of the window, like with their arm kind of leaning in. Then what we're going to see is in the sky, you hear a big like swooshing sound. You actually end up seeing a dragon flying down towards the boat and towards the Kraken.
I beg your pardon.
Yep. Anybody want to do a perception check or a nature check on the dragon?
Can I do a nature check?
Nature check.
Yes, you can do a nature check.
I rolled a 21.
A 21 is great. You at least know it's very shiny, and shiny dragon means metallic dragon, which means friendly. Generally.
Guys, this is supposed to be a friendly dragon. Does anyone have anything they could use to bribe a dragon with?
I got, look man, I work in healthcare. I only got 22 gold to my name. That's my living expenses.
You only have 22 gold to your name?
Yeah.
Talon has 21 gold to their name.
Shh. We don't care about that. It's temporary. Can I ready 5 gold pieces in case I need to bribe this dragon?
Yes, you can ready. Talon starts digging into their pockets, being like, all right, they'll help us. We just gotta bribe this guy, though.
Yep.
Okay, do you guys shout? Like, you help, you wave hello? Anybody respond in any way? Or you just kind of like wait to see what happens?
I have a torch, actually. I believe. I would like to use that as like a little light signal for the dragon to come over.
Okay, on your
The
turn, you
Kraken is
will
glowing.
light a torch. That'll be good. Now it's the Kraken's turn. The Kraken, blind in one eye, actually doesn't see the dragon coming through. They're a bit upset, so they're going to take their free tentacle and they're going to try to smack it down on Talon. Okay, that misses wildly. So the tentacle lands like to the right of Talon, then it kind of reels back up. Then it's going to be Zethira's turn. Zethira, you see a big shiny dragon coming down. Anything you do to signal it? Do you try to find something on the boat again to help you slay the Kraken here?
Would it be possible for me to use breath weapon again?
Before you use breath weapon again, do another perception or investigation, whichever's higher.
Investigation.
So you see there's one barrel kind of near the Kraken that has a label for whiskey on it.
Can I try and blow that up?
You sure can.
Since I'm hitting the barrel, the Kraken doesn't need to do a saving throw, right? Or
Right. The barrel will do a saving throw, but just so you know,
okay.
barrels are terrible at dex saves.
Oh no! Oh God! Please don't be good at this.
Dex saves.
Barrels are terrible at dex saves.
Okay.
That's what we hope they are. It's a barrel.
Well, apparently they do rolls, so.
I didn't know barrels had a say here.
The barrel grows an arm and does like a scroll.
Secret mimic.
Secret.
They see me rolling. They're hating.
Trying to catch me riding barrel.
Oh God.
Okay.
We're
cool.
old.
So now your breath weapon is a line, so you can angle it so it hits the barrel and the Kraken. Do you do that, or do you just try to like shoot it right at the barrel?
I'll just try going for the barrel.
Okay, cool. So you shoot it. Yeah, the barrel explodes, right? It luckily was at least a like I think it's like a 40%, so an 80 proof whiskey, right? And let's just throw a whole bunch of d8s at that guy.
How many d8s?
That many.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh my God.
30 damage. It blows that tentacle off of the Kraken. So now missing one of his limbs. and Kraken blood and guts are just squirting all over you.
Is that not protected under sanctuary?
Blood and guts. It's like a Sam Raimi movie, just all over.
It's so kawaii, the blood.
Now we're going to see it is Buffi after that. All right, Buffi, you see all this chaos, ships busted up. You see that here we have the tentacle just blown off. Kraken's missing an eye right now. It very angry, but you see a dragon coming in pretty hot. So it'll be here in probably like 10 to 20 seconds.
I'm going to use light to sort of cause a beacon so the dragon can see it.
Awesome. What do you cast light on? Do you use it for your staff? Do you hold it on an amulet, your shield?
And it's touch, right?
Mm-hmm. And you can choose, I think, pretty much any object.
I'm going to touch the chain that I'm next to.
Okay. So it'll light up the chain. It shows a big glow, right? It definitely is noticeable, and it creates a little bit of a beacon. It is a kind of a day out where there is sunlight, but it's a little overcast, so it does show. So the dragon definitely, you can see, turns his head and looks towards you guys and takes that into its notice. So then we go to Talon. Talon, what would you like to do? Do you want to shoot its other eye?
Yes, but first, can I move more towards over here? That's probably closer to the dragon.
Right. What is your movement speed?
35.
35. Every square is 5 feet. So let's try it. So 1, 2, that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's where you can get.
And I turn to the dragon and I... Help! We have a giant kraken!
It's a little far away. It might be tough for it to hear you over the wind and the sails, but it sees you kind of waving your arms, you're gesturing for help.
And can I still shoot the kraken's tentacle that's around the mass?
You could. I would say try to roll a persuasion for your attempt to talk to that dragon.
Oh boy.
Not bad. 11. It's okay. It understands. You're definitely asking for some help.
May I roll to try to get this other kraken's arm?
Yes, go ahead.
I am gonna roll the longbow. I am not gonna test my luck.
You've had good rolls.
That was a good call.
Okay, yep. So you shoot the tentacle in front of you. Roll some damage. So you deal some more damage. It kind of flinches in reaction to you shooting its tentacle. We go to Hops. So Hops, you're below deck. It's kind of dark down here. What is your choice of action at the moment? Do you want to help the captain in? Do you run and take care of yourself?
Okay. I try pulling up the captain. Can I yell at the same time saying, hey, can you help me pull up the captain to the guy that's under the deck right now?
I'd say you guys can combine your rolls, right? So you roll in athletics, and I'll do one for the other character.
So Hop's got a 6.
Together, you try to pull the captain up, but you're not quite able. You're two kind of little scrawny guys. The captain's got a big belly, pretty heavy. So you attempt, but you don't end up pulling the captain aboard.
You said it's dark under the boat, right?
Yes, because you're in the ship's hold. You have some light coming in from the hatch that's open, but it's mostly pretty dark in there.
Can I do a perception check with as much sunlight as I can to see if anything I could find to help me?
I'd say you can do perception. You can do it with disadvantage since your eyes aren't quite adjusted to the dark yet.
13 and 9. Okay.
You see, there's a lot of cargo. There's no living animals. It's all trade goods, different barrels. There's a few different rooms down here. A little bit of a captain's quarters. You see some hammocks, and then you know that there's a hallway that has the very, very small, tight rooms for each passenger that you were staying in one. For you, it's a little bit roomy since you're a halfling, but essentially it's just a cot and a small table that's nailed to the wall and a stool that you can pretty much just go down there, have some bread, maybe right by candlelight. But that is what you know about the inside of the ship at the moment.
Does Hops know the way out, to get back up top?
Yes, you guys have been on this ship for probably at least a week from where you left, so you can easily start walking towards. What's your movement speed?
25.
You can try going to the bottom hatch or the top hatch. The bottom hatch, whatever's closer.
Yeah, bottom hatch.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, you're at the hatch. You can go upward. That's kind of where the Kraken's sitting, but you can make a athletics check to walk out to see if the hatch is open enough that you can leave.
Okay, 13.
That's enough where you can open it just barely and you can squeeze out, and then you're like right here on top of the ship deck.
Oh, you're alive.
I was just drowning down there. Well, I managed all right, but that was rough. The captain's still down there.
You just left him?
I'm a very weak man. I can't explain it. I'm very weak right now.
Metaphorically, or?
Okay, to be fair, there was 2 of us, and we couldn't bring him up. He is big. My bad.
Big people can't love themselves.
It was.
This is the best ad for Weight Watchers I've ever seen.
Here's the thing. It was a
Kraken's
1.5 man
my
job,
coach.
so like, it was a little intense. All right.
With that, the
can I-
captain's going to attempt to get over that ledge. No, the captain actually slips and is like still now hanging on the rope, not quite able to get over that little.
I hate this
that little
captain.
hump.
I hate this captain so much.
He's trying!
He's so fat and he has no energy.
He's so mean.
Okay, now you see the dragon. It gets a little bit closer. You can see it's going to be here, pretty much at the bottom of initiative. It'll be here and it'll be able to like help in some way, but you have a whole nother round before you have aid from the dragon. So it goes back up to the Kraken, kind of just reeling, is flapping its tentacles around. It can kind of feel the captain standing there, so it's actually going to use an attack on the captain here.
Oh, God.
So that doesn't quite hit, but the Kraken's going to use its second legendary action to do another attack onto that captain.
Fuck the captain.
I guess.
That hits, right? All right. And
Is this captain destined to die?
Rip
no,
Captain
there were
Captain.
plenty
Just
of
a
chances
canon
to
event.
try to help.
Nah, he was just born to die.
Look, man, the captain's been getting really shitty rolls.
It's not our fault.
It's destiny.
Hey, went on a half man
And-
job. That didn't work either.
He's only half the man he's supposed to be.
So you hear like a bone shattering snap, and the captain's just like, "Ah!" And not dead, but he may have possibly just had his back broken.
So he's not dead, but dying.
No one is over there to confirm or deny. Now it comes down. We are at Zethira. You're covered in Kraken blood right now. You did a great job blowing the Kraken up.
Okay. Can I possibly run over to the other tentacle and then take out my longsword again?
Okay,
And
so you
try to
have
hit
your
it?
longsword pulled out. You can go to
Yeah.
attack the tentacle.
The one on the mast. The
Yes.
tentacle on the mast. Do I just do the hit thing?
So if
Okay.
you're using your longsword, it's that +5. You click the +5.
Yeah.
Okay, that will hit. Now you click the thing that says the 1d8 +3.
That's 3.
Okay.
6.
And so you have longsword mastery, right? So because you hit it with a longsword, it has disadvantage on its next attack roll at the start of your turn. That's really good. All right, Buffy, your turn. That tentacle around the mast is pretty beat up. It's close to kind of being torn off.
I am going to run up and cast. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Shillelagh?
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Oh, that's what that is. That on my weapon.
Awesome. So you have your quarterstaff. You yell out Shillelagh, and then you see it kind of glow and get a bit green and mossy. You know that you can whack this thing with your Shillelagh. All right, roll damage. With that, you do a big crack, and you hit it in a spot that you can tell just like broke its like cartilage. And that tentacle starts to just loosen up, and now it's just kind of like flopped and like limped on the deck, and the Kraken starts like slipping back into the water. From there, we go to Talon.
Can I move to shoot it in the other eye?
Sure. So your movement speed's 35, so we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. All right, and you have a clear line of shot. Go ahead, try to shoot it in its open eye.
I'm gonna try with my short bow this time.
Okay, go ahead. You hit. Roll your damage.
I rolled an 8 for damage.
Nice. All right, so you have an arrow sticking its eye. It starts to cry out in pain again.
Ha! Take that, you stupid kraken!
But it's so cute.
All right, now it's thoroughly crying. It's maimed. Doesn't know what to do here. Good job.
Is that a question mark?
And then we go to Hops. I mean, you guys are the ones who thought you could befriend it, and I don't know why you didn't try.
I never thought that.
I tried. It can't understand me.
I saw a barrel and immediately thought chaos, so...
This thing was my enemy from the beginning.
I tried to break the captain's back.
So
We don't know that for sure.
You're
don't know where
hearing
that
the captain
came
off the
from.
side. Ah, it broke me back.
So Hops is gonna run to the tentacle by Zethira and Buffi, and go for a short sword attack.
You can damage it, but it's at least already damaged where it's no longer a threat to the mast.
Okay, so you know where the face is, the very kawaii face.
Yes.
Is it reachable? Like arm's length? Well, actually, I'm very short. Is it reachable if I try going for a jab, or is that like a perception check?
It's reachable. You will be very close to its mouth where it could bite you.
Oh, all right. Can I put away my short sword and pull out my short bow?
If you wanted to do that this round, I'd say you probably just drop your short sword at your feet, and then you remove your short bow from its quiver, and then you can make an attack.
Pops drops the short sword, pulls out short bow. I'm gonna try shooting it like kind of in the forehead area. What Hops presumes the forehead would be.
Okay, roll an attack.
Okay, there. 13.
That is just a little too low, and it kind of bounces off of its like kind of thick scully area, and then you just see your arrow kind of like glance off of it. The captain's going to try to climb up the rope one last time. Hopefully it's the last time. Since his back is broken, he has disadvantage. Okay, no.
Oh, come on!
So the captain slips down and now is back in the water. I hear a splash and oh!
Is he still holding on to the rope, or is he just...
No one knows because no one's over there helping him.
Okay.
There's a child down there, though!
The child's useless. Teams letting their captain...
To be fair, we are dealing with a giant kraken. I think that takes precedence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the teen isn't.
Okay, so you're going to see there's going to be a big dragon comes down, swoops in, right? Let's give that a nice little sketch.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Make it cute.
My first thought is the bookport dragon. Bookport.
He looks like he's eating the captain.
He might as well. He's dead. in
Honestly,
this
worth it. The captain's useless.
We have somebody who could steer the ship anyways.
So the captain's like, oh crap, man, what's going on?
Oh, the captain's out at sea.
And you know, it's pretty tough to swim with a broken back. So we'll see how that goes for the
The
captain.
dragon.
I would train that one.
But the dragon and the kraken are going to do opposed. So basically, the dragon's going to try to grapple against the kraken here. Okay, the dragon just barely beats it. A little more experience. You can see the dragon's like a whole couple sizes larger than the kraken. Is able to pull it away because the tentacle around the mast was loosened, and because the tentacle that was grabbing like the rudder side is blown up. And you just see that the under tentacles that were holding the bottom of the boat are still attached and kind of rocking it. The kraken's going to try to do one more grip to hold onto the boat. Okay, cool. So the kraken's still holding onto the boat, and you feel the whole boat kind of like rock up to the side. So everyone that's standing on top of the boat, make a acrobatics check.
Yay.
Oh god, I got a 5.
Got a 15.
Who got under
6.
a 10? Let's check the logs here.
Talon did.
And Zethira. Okay, cool. So Talon and Zethira, you guys get launched into the water on the other side.
And they're gone.
So now the Kraken and the dragon, they're kind of like latched onto each other, just tearing into each other a little bit. So it goes back up to the top. Is the Kraken's turn. The Kraken's going to try to just attack the dragon, and it's going to use this legendary action to try to like wallop it again too. So it still has disadvantage on its first attack because of the special ability, I think, from Zethira's weapon.
It's also blind.
Well, it got a nat
That
1.
doesn't matter.
So I got a nat 1 and nat 20. That nat 20 negated. So the Kraken loses its luck, wastes its special bonus rolls. And basically because of that nat 1, it was trying too hard to attack the dragon, and it loses its grip on the ship. It's still going to try to attack for its legendary action a second time now. I got a 12. That's not high enough. You see it kind of like slap at the dragon, but it doesn't quite do any damage. Now the dragon kind of grabbed the Kraken and is like flying off away from the ship with it. From here, we could consider everyone out of combat for the most part, so you can kind of like take your actions now just as what you would do as your character. I want to do a couple checks for the captain to see if he's able to survive a little bit.
Nah, to kill that captain. We don't care about him.
No, don't kill the captain.
He's probably the only one who knows how to repair the ship. That teenager's useless. On the bright side, we fed a dragon today.
True.
So the animal handling was successful.
Yeah.
I believe I was the one talking to the dragon.
I'm the one who made the lovely, lovely chain glow.
That was such a beautiful sight. A dragon feeding.
Anyways, let's go pull our teammates out of the ocean.
Hi, I'm Gifted Nature, your game master. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. It means a lot to us. From bottom of our hearts, we're a ragtag group of voice actors, media producers, content creators, just a lot of people who are passionate about having a fun, good time and creating a good story for our listeners and our viewers. So look forward to seeing you in new episodes. Try to come weekly. And we do our live streaming of our sessions about every other week on Twitch. And you can catch us in the description and the link in our YouTube channel or our Spotify page. Other than that, be happy, look forward for more content, and have fun out there, and hope your rolls go well.